Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juju. Welcome to Juju's Journey. In today's video, guys, we're gonna talk about the random reasons why I fell in love with small box braids. Y'all, I've been in love with small box braids for the last few months. If you guys are paying attention to my video, I had them in for a few videos as of late. I had in all black box braids, and now I have in this color box braids. If you watch my probably my last or my second to last video on updating my cabinets and putting on the peel and stick on my cabinets, you guys will see in that video I currently have these braids in, which are a blonde-ish ombre and a mix of a few different colors. Today's video though is just gonna talk about why I fell in love with these box braids. I did not know I was missing small box braids from my life. Whenever I do box braids, I typically go the medium route. I've attempted the large route. I have a few videos on this channel that shows you that I continuously fail. I will still continue to try because one day I'm gonna master the large box braids so that they look the way I want them to look. Anyways, actually before we go forward, I forgot to mention, if you are new to this channel caters to hair and home decor, two opposite ends of the spectrum as far as YouTube is concerned, but those are my likes, my hobbies. Those are the things I'm interested in. I couldn't decide on which one to focus this channel on, so I decided to go with both. Yes, makes it a little bit more bothersome for you guys that subscribe because sometimes you're gonna get videos that you just do not care about. However, I hope that doesn't discourage you from subscribing to my lovely channel. So don't forget to subscribe if you are liking these videos. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I have about 5 or 6 random reasons why I now love small box braids. This almost falls into the category of my is it worth it kind of a video. Like, is getting small box braids worth it? Is it worth it to really sit there for hours on end to get small braids put in your hair, knowing that for you to then take it out, you have to spend hours on end taking it out? Crochet braids are much more simpler. Larger box braids are also much more simpler. Is it really worth your time to sit down and either do them yourself or have someone do them for you? I'm gonna give you my 5 to 6 random reasons why I love them. So let's get started. The number one reason why I love small box braids is because I realize when the box braids are smaller, they tend to last so much longer and they look neater for longer. The last small box braids that I had in my head that I did, they were slightly larger than these. They stayed in my head for about 9 weeks. The reason why I finally decided to take them out was because, y'all, my head was looking dusty. Like, it was really dirty because I have really bad like dandruff or dry scalp. I have the kind of hair where it almost like slides out of the braid whenever it gets wet, so I couldn't really fully wash my hair. But the only reason they ended up coming out of my head was literally because they were dusty. I'm gonna insert clips of how my hair looked probably 3 to 4 days before I took it out. As you guys can see, my hair really did not need to be done over. However, hygiene had me feeling like, okay, take these out. Your hair is smelling kind of funky. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, that is 9 weeks, 2 months and 1 week. It is time to take that out, especially since that was in my hair in the middle of summer. So yeah, number one reason why I have fallen in love with small box braids and took my time to sit down and do them again just 3 weeks ago is because they literally look so good. And if you take care of them, and if you don't have issues where you're a sweater like me, or you're in a climate where it's not as hot as it was hot for us in the summertime, then you could probably keep it even longer. They just looked great the entire time. So that is my number one reason. Maybe I should have started with number 5. Anyways, let's keep going on. Basically, this list is not going to get better and better. We have started with the best, and we're gonna just go down the list of the other reasons why I like box braids, because I didn't think it through and I'm too lazy to re-record this. My number 2 reason why I really love these box braids is because I personally feel like small regular box braids, now these are regular box braids, they're small in your head, and they're the kind of small where the individual installing them is not using a whole bunch of hair. Because I've seen small box braids in some people's hair, and I can tell that for each braid that was installed, it had a lot of braid in here on that strand of your natural hair. You have to be very careful. They're almost like you use the amount of hair that you would use to do a knotless braid, except for this is a regular braid. Going back to the reason why I love it. Number 2, they do not mess up easily. They really don't. I have a few of the braids in my head that are messed up, but they're messed up because I was braiding and I don't have the ability to tuck my hair. I'm not a professional. I I did this myself, and I did something silly where I did not blow dry my natural hair before I installed these braids. Why? I was being lazy. So I have a few where it's almost like my hair is almost like curling up. Like I said, if my hair gets wet, it literally like curls up and like slides out of braids. But in the case of the last time I did these braids where I did it properly and I wasn't rushing myself, I just took my time and got it done. These last so much longer, and they last longer than knotless braids. I've had knotless braids and they don't mess up like the knotless braids messed up. They are just worth it to me because they last. They last in the fact that they look good and they stay in your hair and they won't slide out, and they last in the fact that your hair stays in the braid. The number 3 reason why I love small box braids in my head is because it offers so many styling options. Now, I feel like it's kind of unfair for me to give this as my main reason. Why? Because I use box braids as protective styles, meaning I'm not doing much with my hair when they're in my head. I literally put them in and I just keep it moving. Like, I don't do much. But I know that if I want to do styles in my hair, I have so many options available to me because they're so lightweight, small box braids. They're easy to maneuver. So I can do as much as I want to do with them. Like, I love it. I love it. You can literally do so many styles. I will go ahead and insert a few styles to show you what I mean. My head is tender, so I can't maneuver the styles when I have large box braids, because for you to do large box braids, that means there's a lot of weave in your head. In order for that braid to become as thick as it needs to be, you have to keep adding in extension here so that it's thick enough. With the smaller box braids, you don't have a lot of extra weave in your head. So you are able to maneuver it and do styles, do a lot of updos that's not gonna hurt you within 2 to 3 hours of you doing the style. Like, your style can last all day versus you putting a style that's an updo, it needs to come down in a few hours because your head is going to start hurting you. And if you're not taking it down in a few hours, please tell me your secrets of how you are able to have that much weight on your head in a tension filled style that you are able to go all day without taking it down. Please let me know. I'm so serious right now. Comment below, let me know, because I can't do it. And another reason why I say styling option is the number 3 reason why I love these box braids is because I literally tend to just wear my hair down. I wear it down and I move it and flip it and maneuver it just like I do when I have like straight hair. Like, I find myself just like flipping your hair. Like, you know when you got your like your wig on, your lace front on, and you're just like flipping and maneuvering. I literally wear it almost like I have straight hair. Let me give you guys a joke, basically. I was at this barbecue and it was night and I had in my all black box braids, which honestly, doing your box braids small and in black, it's an entire vibe. Like, honestly, that is probably the classiest look I've ever seen with box braids on myself. Yes, I hype my own self up. That's just me. This lady asked me if I had in a sew-in when she was looking at me from across the table, and I was like, either you're really blind or this really looks like some straight hair. After I answered her and I was like, no, there's small box braids, I literally went in the bathroom and I was like, well, I guess if I'm in a dark place, it just looked like I had in some straight hair that was just really long. I think that really like boosts my ego and helped to sell me as far as like why I fell in love with small box braids, by the way. Terrible. 4th reason why I love small box braids is because it does not create a lot of tension on your hair. The day I put them in was the day I was able to move them and maneuver them and flip the hair from one side to the other side. I was able to do whatever I felt like doing when I put these braids in. They almost operate in my head almost like knotless box braids. Everyone knows like knotless box braids are the better option as far as not having a tension filled hairstyle, because that is starting out with your natural hair at the root and then it's adding in braiding hair as needed. Whereas a box braid, a regular box braid, is gripping your hair at the root and it creates a lot of tension. I personally find that whenever I'm doing smaller box braids, because I'm using less hair, so that is my 4th reason why I love box braids. This reason is also dependent on, or you're not gripping your hair too tightly as you're putting it in. My point is, you can install these braids without gripping the heck out of your natural hair to put them in, and it will still look like a very neat look in the end. You don't have to put a lot of tension on your hair to install small box braids, and it will still come out looking good. Moving into my 5th reason why I love box braids. I probably said it before, as I go forward, these reasons get sillier and sillier earlier because they're literally random reasons. Like, they're just my thoughts, and I'm just hoping that you guys are enjoying this video. So the 5th reason why I love small box braids is I feel like I can get away without doing baby hairs. When you have larger box braids in your hair, I feel like the icing on top of that look is the baby hairs. Whenever you have like larger, medium-sized box braids, like the baby hair, I just feel like it just finishes out the look. Say you're going regular, you look regular, schmegular all day, and you're going out that night, you're going to go dinner, and you want to upgrade your look a little bit, slap some baby hair and gels on, or some edge control, do your baby hairs, and it automatically elevates the box braids. I feel like I can get away with not doing edge control to create baby hair with small box braids. How do I know that? Why do I feel like that? Hopefully I have a picture to show you guys, because it came to me in the first 2 weeks that I was wearing this hair. I was able to wear this hair. I work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, or 8 to 5, 8:45 to 5. I didn't even know I don't show up to 9 o'clock. Moving on. The point is, I don't always have time in the morning to do my edges or do my baby hairs. I found myself going to work a lot of times with it not done, and I felt like it still looked cute. Like, my hair still looked cute, and I was like, oh my god, like the front of my hair don't look nappy and crazy looking with these small box braids. They look good. But yeah, I definitely feel like with smaller box braids, you can get away with not having your baby hairs done. That is my number 5 reason. It's the silliest reason. I literally feel like I love box braids that are small because I feel like I could get away with not doing baby hairs to finish out the look. The look looks finished without the baby hair. And we're gonna give a bonus reason. We're gonna give a bonus reason because I feel like it. Hopefully someone is still watching. My bonus reason is because I completely feel like this look is a vibe. Small box braids, like, it is a vibe. You can wear it with any look. You can wear it for any occasion, any arrangement. Like, you can get away with wearing your small box braids in a lot of different occasions. You can wear it to a wedding. You can wear it for special occasion, birthday. You can definitely wear it on an interview. I just feel like smaller box braids have a way of just looking classy. I see a person with small box braids, and in my head, immediately I always think, oh, she looks so nice. Even when I see myself, I'm like, oh girl, you look cute. When I have the larger box braids in, there's a time and a place. I feel like there's certain occasions where I would never go or show up with my large box braids because I feel like they don't do the occasion justice, or they wouldn't do my outfit for the occasion justice. Like, I just feel like, for example, I might get scolded for this by the YouTube verse, and I hope not, because, you know, in society nowadays, I personally feel like people can't have opinions. I personally would not go to a job interview. I work in corporate though, so let's keep that in mind where my job interview would be. I personally would not show up to a job interview with jumbo large box braids. I just feel like it's not a clean, finished look. To each their own, yes, but I just feel like jumbo box braids is not a look that you can get away with, or larger box braids is not the look you can get away with any and every occasion. I personally feel like small box braids, you can. So that is my bonus reason for loving them, is because I tend to wear them wherever I want to go, and I never feel any kind of way, or I never feel like, oh my god, I gotta change my hairstyle because I'm doing this, I'm going here. No, them small box braids is coming with me wherever I'm going. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear the other side of the argument. If there are people on the other side of the argument that personally feel that larger box braids are the way to go, let me know your reasons. I can't argue to those points because that's not how I feel, but I'm very interested to know like how other people feel about like loving larger box braids versus like small box braids. The only reason I can think of right now is the whole time thing, because getting small box braids, be prepared to be there for a while. It's much easier, it's much quicker to get larger box braids, medium-sized box braids, crochet braids. However, I still love my small box braids. So if you guys have any other arguments as far as why you believe the larger box braids are the way to go ahead, comment below, let me know. If you agree with any of my reasons, or you think any of my reasons are completely ridiculous, also feel free to let me know. But anyways, until next time, thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. For all the reasons previously discussed, please comment below. And if you did both of those, you probably like me, so subscribe. Until next time, bye guys.